Your habits are deciding your future, even when you think you're in control. Not your goals, not your motivation, not even your talent. The small things you repeat every day are quietly building a life for you. And the disturbing part is this: most people don't realize what their habits have created until years have already passed. So let me tell you a story. There was once a man who believed his real life would start soon. Not today, but soon. Soon he would wake up earlier, soon he would focus better, soon he would become the disciplined person he always imagined he could be. At night, when everything was quiet, those plans felt real. He could picture the future clearly: a better career, a stronger body, a sharper mind. He promised himself that tomorrow would be the beginning, but mornings always arrived differently. The alarm rang, his hand reached for his phone. Just for 5 minutes, that was always the agreement. 5 minutes turned into 20. 20 turned into rushing through the morning. And the version of the day he imagined the night before quietly disappeared. The strange thing was that the man wasn't lazy. He had ambition. He bought notebooks, he wrote plans, he set goals. Every week he made promises to himself. This time, I will stay consistent. And sometimes, for a few hours or even a day, he did. He worked harder, he stayed focused. But eventually, something small happened. A notification, a moment of boredom, a sudden drop in energy. And without thinking too much about it, he chose the easier option. A short scroll, a quick break, a delay. Just for a moment. That moment stretched into another, then another. And by the end of the day, the plan was gone again. This happened so many times that the man started asking himself a question he hated: why does this keep happening? He tried the solutions everyone suggested: wake up earlier, be more disciplined, work harder. And every time he tried, the same pattern returned. For a while, he forced himself forward. Then slowly, almost invisibly, old routines came back. Comfort returned. Distraction returned. The man began to believe something was wrong with him. Maybe other people were simply stronger. Maybe they had some secret level of discipline he didn't. One evening, something unusual happened. The man sat alone in a quiet room trying to work on something important. But without thinking, his hand opened a video. Then another. Then another. Suddenly, he paused. It felt strange. He hadn't decided to do that. It just happened. His hand moved before his mind did. And that was when the realization started. So many parts of his life worked the same way. He didn't consciously choose most of what he did. He simply followed patterns. Automatic patterns. Every day looked almost identical. Wake up, check the phone, delete the difficult task, choose the easier option. Each decision felt small, too small to matter. But those small decisions happened hundreds of times, every single day. The man learned something unsettling. The brain is not designed to help you achieve big dreams. It is designed to keep you comfortable and safe. And comfort is addictive. Every time he chose the easier option, his brain recorded the pattern. It feels good. This feels good. Do it again. So the next time he felt resistance, his brain pushed him towards comfort. The quick distraction, the small delay, the easy part. Without realizing it, he had been training himself to avoid effort, training himself to escape discomfort, training himself to delay the very things he claimed to want. Years passed quietly. The man still had goals, still had ideas, but something felt wrong. He noticed that other people seemed to move forward while he stayed in the same place. One night, he opened an old notebook. Inside were goals he had written many years earlier. The same goals he still had. The handwriting looked younger, more hopeful. The man sat in silence as a heavy realization slowly settled in. His future had not been stolen. It had been built slowly by thousands of tiny habits he barely noticed. Every scroll, every delay, every moment he chose comfort over effort. Those small decisions had quietly written the direction of his life. But that night, something changed. For the first time, the man understood the real problem. It wasn't motivation, it wasn't discipline. His habits were stronger than his intentions. His brain had learnt a script: comfort first, effort later. And later almost never came. The next morning, the alarm rang again. The usual urge appeared: pick up the phone, scroll, delay the day. But the man paused, just for a moment. Instead of reaching for the phone, he stood up. It felt uncomfortable, strange. His mind resisted, but nothing terrible happened. The discomfort faded, and something new replaced it: awareness. Over the time, the man began making small changes, not dramatic ones, small ones. Starting the difficult task before the easy distraction, sitting with boredom instead of escaping it, doing the uncomfortable thing first. At first, it felt unnatural, but slowly his brain began learning something new. Discomfort wasn't dangerous. Effort was not something to avoid. An habit could be retrained. The man eventually understood something most people never fully realize. Your future is not built by the goals you write. It is built by the habits your brain executes automatically every day. The quiet decisions, the invisible repetitions, the moments when no one is watching. Those moments shaped everything. Most people never notice this happening. Their habits quietly build a life for them, day after day, choice after choice, until one day they look back and wonder how they ended up where they are. The truth is simple. Habits were never neutral. They were always building something. The only question was whether you were choosing them or they were choosing your future for you.